up, friends? It's time for another episode of Phys Ed Q&As. And today we are going to be talking about those times when your students get injured. This comes from a question from Carrie, and she said, "This is my first year teaching PE after being a classroom teacher for 8 years. Welcome to the gym, Carrie. It's going to be a blast. One thing I didn't anticipate is dealing with all those invisible injuries, as I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I have students come up to me and say they have asthma, or their foot hurts, or their back hurts, things like that. And there will be collisions during tag games. Someone will get tagged or jabbed in the eye. They appear to be fine. We know they are fine, but then they come limping and reporting injuries, perhaps wanting to sit out or not participate." Totally feel your pain, Carrie. And when I started teaching, one thing I learned very quickly was when I saw a kid hit the ground or smack into someone else, one thing I would always do immediately was turn and face another student, or turn and face the other way, and not let them see that I was surprised or that I was looking at them, because if they see you, they're trying to get that attention from you, they're gonna play it up like they're hurt really bad. But if they look up and they don't think anybody noticed, then a lot of times they will just get up and keep playing the game. Now, of course, I'm not going to ignore a serious injury, so you have to use your discretion as a teacher as to what you think is serious or not. Another thing that you can do is, especially with younger students, like kindergarten and first grade, a lot of times they'll come up to me and they'll say, "I hurt my foot," or "I hurt my arm," or "this happened to me." And if I act really concerned, which I am concerned, and I say, "Are you okay?" then they'll say, "Yeah," and then they'll go back into the game. Because what they really wanted was just me to acknowledge that they got hurt. They didn't want to sit out, and they didn't want to stop playing. They just wanted to tell me that, because those kindergarten, those first grade kids, they just want acknowledgement from adults. Another thing you can do is check out my injury form that I use, which I'll link to down below in the description. It's just a form that I keep on the wall, so anytime a kid is injured and they say they want to sit out, my response to them is, if you sit out, you have to fill out this form, and then they know they're going to have to take that home and get it signed by their parents. So that really helps me filter out the injuries that are real and the ones that aren't real, because if kids are faking it, they don't want to have to take that form home and get it signed by their parents. And then the last thing that I would recommend doing is make everything you do really, really fun, so nobody ever wants to sit out. Because if you create a program that is a blast that kids look forward to each week, you're going to have kids that are really injured, that have a doctor's note in their pocket, and they are going to try to hide it from you and not tell you, because they want to participate so badly. So that's the goal for me, is I want my program to be as fun as possible, so that students do not want to sit out and they want to participate. And that kind of filters out those situations where kids are faking being hurt because they don't want to have to sit out. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any other ideas for Carrie, leave them down in the description, and thanks for watching. If you want to have your question answered on the internet, then hit me up on Twitter at the PE Specialist and hashtag it, #PhysEdQ&A. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Check you later.